Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody, let's take a look again on the Forex market. Today I think that we could pay some attention to the Great British Pound. Well, in general, I think that actually making some forecasts ahead of the CPI numbers maybe looks a bit too optimistic and it makes no big sense. But we will try to find something interesting, especially if we compare the performance of the euro currency and Great British Pound. So if you remember, in the weekend we said that based on the performance that we have on euro currency, then we see some difference with the performance of the Great British Pound. So for particular speaking, if we'll take a look at the euro currency, for example, the chart that we have considered previously, you could see that new lows had been formed and then market has started the upward action that we have talked about. And we said that who knows, maybe this is not yet the continuation of the major trend. This might be the rest of the momentum, and the first more or less moderate pullback should happen before downward action will continue. So that's actually why we have decided to not take the short position by far and see what will happen. And indirectly, this suggestion might be confirmed by the performance of the cable, because if you'll take a look at the Great British Pound, so on the daily chart you do not see a lot of things. Here's mostly the bearish flag is forming, trend bearish and so on. But on the intraday chart, take a look. We do not have the new lows compared to the euro currency. So while the euro currency was forming these lows and now stands at some pullback, cable is not. So that cross-market divergence, and well, sometimes it works. At least this is another sign why we should not really ignore the possible a bit deeper retracement. Besides, on the Great British Pound by itself, we could get interesting pattern for trading if our suggestion will be correct in market on some volatility, maybe on the CPI numbers will show this pullback. We could get nicely looking guardless triple to sell right in agreement around 2260. And that's the potential area that we could consider for a possible taking the short position. Currently, if we'll take a look at our chart, market right now stands just at the COP. So based on the same ABCD pattern, we have the COP has been completed, and take a look in the beginning of the city, like we have some acceleration. Now it goes in the same speed as it should be with this sideways action, because of the sideways action. But actually it was some acceleration, and maybe indeed we could get some continuation and completion of the OP around 2260. Besides, if we'll take a look at this ABCD pattern, XOP has not been reached yet, so another reason for the market maybe to move slightly higher. Of course, this is not something really superb and great patterns or something of that sort, but still it gives some information to think about and tells us that maybe it's better to not hurry up with the taking the short position. Alternatively, what could be happen? Could be the butterfly, for example. Yes, of course, it could be. So market theoretically could start the butterfly with downward continuation, but unfortunately we can't foresee definitely, because next performance probably will depend on the CPI numbers. Currently, it seems that some upward action might be continued and this ABCD could be completed. But what we will get in reality on CPI numbers, who knows? But in general, as we have discussed in our weekly report, according to our trading plan, we actually do not care what the CPI will be, because on both directions, we have great patterns for trading on the weekly chart. If market will collapse or if market will run to the upside, it will be just different patterns on the weekly chart. But both of them are interesting and really potentially attractive for trading. That's why, well, I do not see really big sense for taking lots of risk currently and trying to gambling on CPI numbers, and it would be better to just see what will happen and then make the decision. But as I said, on the Great British Pound, that's additional pattern that you could keep an eye on if you like to trade cable. It might be the guardless triple to sell around 2260.